What's up everyone? Welcome to today's video. In the video today, we are going to be going over the Arlo Pro 3 and comparing it to the Arlo Pro 2 and the Arlo Ultra. So stay tuned. Hey, real quick, I want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing an Arlo Pro 3 giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. All right, back to the video I shot this morning. So about a month ago, I posted my initial thoughts on the Arlo Pro 3, opened it up, took a look at it, got some test shots for you guys and asked you what you wanted to see it compared to, the Ultra or the Pro 2. It's pretty much even between the two cameras, so I decided that since I've got both of them, let's just compare all three cameras together in this video. So that's what we'll be doing today. I've got the cameras all set up here on the fence shooting out to the yard, so we're gonna be able to get some ideas on what the audio sounds like, what the color difference is. One thing to note too is that prior to this weekend, so me shooting this video right now, the Arlo Pro 3 has been having some issues with color. It seemed very muted. I actually spoke to Arlo about this. They have improved the color on here, so the color does look better. However, it doesn't look as saturated as the Pro 2. So the Pro 2 is a very saturated picture. It would look good if that's something that you want to be posting on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, but the reality is it's just oversaturated. It is not realistic. One thing Arlo said is that they want to try to make their colors as realistic as possible and not some oversaturated video like the Pro 2 is. I asked them if they were planning on fixing the colors for the Pro 2. They said as of right now, that is not something that they are working on, but at least for the Ultra and the Pro 3, they are trying to get those as true to the natural color as possible. And looking at the footage, I'd have to agree that those are probably more realistic in colors compared to the Pro 2. So, but you know what? Before we start comparing all these cameras together, let's head into the office, take a look at the Pro 3 compared to the other cameras, and see what it offers. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the Arlo Pro 3s and exactly what they're offering in comparison to the Pro 2 and the Ultra. So if we take a look at the front of this, we see that it has a spotlight in front of the camera. It's got the much better audio like the Ultra has, because if you guys haven't noticed before during the testing, the Pro 2 has awful audio. So much better audio here. On the back, we have the standard mounting screw back here. And then on the bottom, we've got the charging port. I mean, I guess charging port is what we'll call it. That is magnetized and waterproof. So you just have to bring the magnet close up to here and it'll automatically connect, which is really nice. And then we've got the button to open up the case. Now this thing has what they're calling a catch. So if the camera is pointing like this, and you want to take it out without taking it down, you push the catch on the bottom. And if you notice, the camera popped out enough to where I can grab it and pull it out, but it hasn't fallen out. So now that we have the shell off, inside here we've got the battery. So the battery is here. These are the same batteries as the Ultra, so different from the Pro 2. So this is going to be very similar to the Arlo Ultra. And then on the, where is it? On the bottom here, we have the sync button. So you're going to use that to sync it with the base station. And the main difference between this and the Ultra is that this is a 2K camera, where the Ultra is going to be a 4K camera. And then we also have the Pro 2, which is a 1080p camera. So out of this new design, my favorite part about it is the new charging port. If you guys have used the Pro 2, you know how difficult that can be to try to get the cable in there, and then also make sure that no moisture gets in there because it is an open to the circuit. But this right here, I absolutely love. You just get it close enough, it automatically connects and you don't have to worry about water getting in there. It is so much better than the Pro 2. One thing that I am not a fan of though with the new system here is that it's not magnetized in the back anymore. So at least with the old Pro 2, you could take that and stick it to things that were metal and not have to connect a mount. Unfortunately for this, even though it is much heavier in the back with all of that metal in there, it is not magnetic. So you do have to use some kind of mount to connect this to. Another question that I keep seeing a lot of is, does this come with free cloud storage? And I'll tell you, it does not. It only comes with 30 days of their smart subscription, which gives you 30 days of cloud storage, in addition to a few other things. I think that their Arlo Smart feature, what it'll do is it will analyze your data and tell you if that is a person, a vehicle, an animal, or an other, I believe it is. And it'll send you notifications with that category already selected. One thing that's nice about that is, for example, I have one at my front door pointing out. I have a lot of activity in front of my house, and I've only selected to get notifications when a person is detected. So normally I would be getting dozens of notifications throughout the day because of all the cars passing in front of it, but I'm only getting notifications on my phone when it is a person. Now, there is a recording for everything that happens, it's just the notifications. Only if it detects a person do I get a notification, so that helps a lot with there just being floods of notification on my phone. So I actually like that feature. The problem with the smart subscription is that you have to pay $3 a month for per camera, that is, or you can pay $10 a month, and that will cover, I believe it's up to 5 cameras. I'll put a number up here to show you guys what it actually covers with that $10 a month. But the one problem with that is when it detects something, it has to then upload that footage to their servers, analyze it, detect what it is, person, vehicle, animal, or other, then it sends you the notification. So I've noticed that the notification takes about 15 seconds to actually pop up on your phone, which a lot of people don't like, but I would say that now that I've been using it for a while, I actually really like the feature that I'm not just getting flooded with notifications all day long. I'm actually only getting notified when it's a person, and I would say that accuracy wise, it's about 90-95% accurate. It's almost able to detect a person every time. One thing though that I will mention is that, especially in my backyard when it's windy, I'll get a lot of times where it categorizes it as an animal. I go back and I look, I don't see any animals. It's not like there's a bird flying through the shot or anything like that. So the one where it's trying to detect if it's an animal or I guess a random object, that one's kind of a miss. So if you're planning to use that to notify you for an animal, if it's a windy day, that one's not as good. But for the person one, I really like that one. So a couple other things that are included with this camera is that it does have the colored night vision. We'll show you some examples of that. But if you don't want the spotlight to turn on, it does have the normal night vision also. This does shoot in 2K, and it has the HDR, which is much improved from the Arlo Pro 2. That allows you to get a dynamic range in the darks and the lights, so you're able to see both, where in the Pro 2, there was a lot of times where the sky would be blown out, or other things, if they were too bright, would get blown out in the picture, but the HDR really helps with these new cameras. We've also got the two-way audio, like I mentioned before, the integrated spotlight. These do have built-in sirens, although they are not very loud. The viewing angle is 160 degrees. And like I mentioned before, it does have the magnetic charging port on the bottom and rechargeable batteries. Okay, so in addition to all of the changes between the Pro 2 and the Pro 3 on this camera, we have had some changes in the base station here. So now this base station looks a lot more like the Ultra base station. The problem with the Ultra base station is that you had to have an SD card. They got rid of the USB port in the back of that, which was a big disappointment to a lot of people. I am happy to say that for the Pro 3, the USB port is now back here. You can either plug a thumb drive or an external hard drive into this. However, the SD card slot is gone. So you don't have an option between the two of those. For the Pro 3, it is now only the USB port on the back. And I will say, because of that USB port, that I have actually stopped using the base station for the Ultra. I have actually connected all of my cameras to the Pro 3 version, and now everything's running off there with an external hard drive plugged in to be backing up all of the footage onto this guy. Okay, so now that we have covered the hardware, for those of you who are new to the Arlo system, let's quickly go over the app and I will show you some of the features of there, and then we will jump into the comparison footage of the cameras. Okay, so we have the app loaded up here. The top video that you're seeing, that is my Arlo Pro 3, and then below that I have the Arlo Ultra cameras. But if we take a look here under the Pro 3, we can see that we have a battery life, we have Wi-Fi signal, we have the audio if you want to do your two-way talk, and then right next to that, that circle with the lines, is if it has any kind of motion. So right now, with it being black or kind of a gray, means no motion, but if it was yellow, that means it would be detecting motion. Next to that, the 65, that's how many notifications it has had since I last checked it. And then next to that is that little gear wheel, so we can click on there to dive into the different settings here. Get a little bit more in depth in there. We can go ahead and check video settings. So we do have 2K live streaming turned on. Auto zoom and tracking, I am not a fan of that. I don't turn that on, so that is off. You can rotate the camera upside down. We've got low light. Right now I have the spotlight off. If we turn the spotlight on, you can see that you can have color night vision on. We've got the brightness and all that stuff. We're gonna back out of here, go to power management. I have it for the testing set to best video. And then the video modes, you can see the different angles that you have here. So field of view, we've got that set up right there. So if we back out of all of this, you can also set up activity zones. You can click the plus arrow up here and you can name each zone if you wanted to. You can drag those around, change the size of all of those. We're gonna back out of here. You can also go to your audio settings. So here are your different audio settings. And I think the last one here is device utilities. So you can set up camera position here, and then you can also do the motion detection test. So that's another thing that you can go through. All right, and then also if we look at the tabs on the very bottom, we see the libraries. So here's the library of all the different shots that we have. We can go through the different days up on the top. We've got modes here, so depending on what you have set up, like I mentioned, I'm not even using my Ultra hub anymore, I'm just using the Pro 3 hub. So here are some different things if you want to set up. You can set up arm, disarm, schedule, geofencing. I've been using the geofencing one a lot, that's a nice one. Back out of here, and then we can go to settings where you can change some of the different settings here. But now that we've covered the app really quick, let's jump outside and start comparing these cameras together and see what they look like. Test the audio of all the cameras that we have here. So we've got the Arlo Ultra, the Arlo Pro 3, and the Arlo Pro 2. And this is what the audio sounds like first thing in the morning on all of these cameras. You say bye? Bye. Bye. All right, so now we are going to be doing an audio test. This is the Arlo Ultra. We're doing a test. This is 10 feet away. I'm going to slowly be backing up and talking so you can tell what the audio sounds like. We're all the way up, going to be about 30 feet away right here. So we are 30 feet away from the Arlo Ultra, and this is what the quality sounds like in the video from the Arlo Ultra. All right, now we have the Arlo Pro 3 up here. We are going to be doing an audio test. We are 10 feet away from this camera. We'll be backing up and just giving you guys an idea of the audio test with this guy. We're backing all the way up here to 30 feet. So now we're 30 feet away from this camera, kind of giving you guys an idea of what it looks and sounds like. All the way from 30 feet back up here to 10 feet. Okay, so we're going to be doing an audio visual test of the Arlo Pro 2. I know you can't hear me well on this one. I'm 10 feet away. We're going to back up and just do an audio, see what it sounds like. I'm going to back all the way up here to 30 feet. We're now 30 feet away from the camera. Going back around just to give you guys an idea, although I know you probably can't hear me very well, of what 10 all the way to 30 feet sound like with the Pro 2. All right, this is the Pro 3 with the spotlight turned on now. So this is what you can see with the colored night vision. Let's take it back. All right, so there we have that 10 feet away now. We're back to 30. What do you think? All right, so here is the Arlo Ultra with the colored night vision on. All right, this is the Arlo Pro 2. We're testing it. It has no colored night vision, so this is just the regular IR night vision on this. All right, this is a test of the Arlo Pro 3. We're testing it out with the night vision, no spotlight on this one. This is the Pro 3. All right, here we have the Arlo Ultra. So this is the Ultra camera, and we are 10 feet away. I'm gonna take it all the way back and see what it looks like.
Daddy?
Yeah.
It's a bird.
Hey,
Daddy,
everyone back in the house?
why?
Because you don't have shoes on, you took baths? Ugh, kids. Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right, so I think that we have compared most of the big topics with these three cameras right here. For the sake of time, I'm gonna cut it off right there and give you guys my final thoughts on this camera. So initially when I did the unboxing, I thought that this camera was gonna be exactly the same as the Ultra, except it was $100 cheaper and just had 2K quality. After doing the testing, I did notice, and I don't know if the quality will actually come through to you guys in this YouTube video because of the downgrading and everything, but the Arlo Ultra was noticeably better in audio, in quality of video, color accuracy. I noticed was all better with the Ultra. Now, these are some things that can be updated in firmware, so maybe they will be doing that down the road. And as far as the Pro 2, other than that 7 days of free cloud storage and the oversaturated image that I will admit, it looks great, but it is not true to color compared to these cameras here. So I leave it up to you guys to decide which camera is going to be best for you. I would like to know in the comments which camera you liked the best. Which ones do you have, or which ones are you looking to get? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. But now that we have gone through all of this, let's talk about the giveaway. I've been working with Arlo and talking with them, and they're going to be giving away a 2-camera system of the Arlo Pro 3. To enter the contest, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel. I would highly recommend hitting the bell notification next to subscribe, because we have had issues where people don't get notified of when the announcement video comes out and they've actually missed. That is right. There have been people who have won things on my channel that have never claimed it. So hit that bell notification next to the subscribe button. You have to comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think about this cameras, and hit the like button on this video. This contest is going to run for a full month. So I will be picking a winner on Black Friday. That is right, the day after Thanksgiving, November 29th. I will do the drawing that morning, so we will do 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will pick the winner and reach out to you from there. One other thing that Arlo requires, and that is that you have to be a US resident. So sorry to all of the international viewers on this. This is going to be for US residents only. Anyway, that is all I have for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below to enter the contest, and I'll see you guys in the next video.